Peace. Hope all is going well for you and continues to go well for you. I'm doing well. My family's doing well. I appreciate your extra work in keeping up with the demands of this class. Let's keep going forward. Let's keep going together. Let's keep doing what we need to do to get through this class in one piece. Today is the 6th of April, which was the due date for two assignments. The PRCA form, which I've received from almost everybody, simple enough, uploaded through eCampus. If you haven't done so, I will still accept it. Thank you for your attention to that. If you've done it, you get full credit for it. There is no deduction for anybody that did not do it. You still have time to do it. Please go ahead and do that. The second thing is that I need your topic choice. Your speeches are due next Monday. That's 7 days from now. It should take about 2 hours to do the speech assignment, beginning to end. If you start right now, you should be able to get this done before you go to bed tonight. You have 7 days to do a 2-hour assignment. I didn't know. I couldn't figure it out. Those are very, very poor excuses. And excuses are tools of the incompetent used to build monuments to nothingness. No successful student has at his base a set of excuses. Let's figure out how to get it done. According to what I want from you today, what I'm going to need is your choice of a topic. First thing that I would start off with is, why are you doing an informative speech? We talked about doing an informative speech because it's a marketable skill. It's something that people will pay you to do. If you have a job, there's somebody whose job is to explain how the thing works to everybody else. It's something that is a negotiable, marketable skill. I'm your instructor, which means that for 21 years I've been making informative speeches every day. It's something that you can get good at with practice. You're going to have to practice it. I'm imagining that you will not upload your very first attempt at this. You'll try it, and the more you try it, the easier it will get. The more parts of it will stick to your brain. I don't need you to memorize the speech. I need you to make a keyword outline and be comfortable working off that outline, saying your speech that you've done your work and your research on, and saying it until you're comfortable doing it and uploading to me your best available work. It's connected to your academic development. You're going to make presentations in almost every class that you're in, no matter what the discipline is. So let's get good at it. In the future, you're going to develop these skills, but right now is where it all starts. Every class you take after this one is going to assume that you learned and mastered these fundamental things. It's extremely important that you learn how to communicate effectively in public. This is but one step, and it's an exercise. I don't expect you to be the ghost of Martin Luther King. If it's flawless, then I don't know why you're taking this class. I'm not that good at teaching that I've turned you from incompetent to the ghost of John F. Kennedy. Let's get this done together. 5 things are going to be attached to the email that you're going to get. Anytime I send out a video, I send out an email. There's going to be 5 documents attached to that email. I need you to take responsibility for reviewing all of them. One is titled The Informative Speech. It says beginning to end, what I want from you, what I want you to turn in. It's been on eCampus in the Unit 2 folder since the first day of class. There's no excuses for not having that information. The second one is a much more explicit document, exactly what I'm looking for. If you want to do well on the speech, then I assume that you're going to follow the instructions. But above just following the instructions, a high grade is available to those people that figure out what I'm looking for and give me exactly that. There is a list of topics. If you're stuck at the I don't know what I want to write about, then there is a list of topics. On there, it's titled Topic List. It'll be attached to your email. Pick one of those. I took those from the academic database, which means I know that they're in the academic database. That's key. There's a blank outline form. I don't want you to have to make up an outline. There's a blank form. You can type on top of it. You can utilize it the best way you can. And then there is a PowerPoint, which I've chopped down, and I'm going to give you part of it today and part of it tomorrow, titled The Informative Speech Setup. And it just deals with choice of a topic. I need you to read and review these documents. I cannot read them for you, and I will not read them to you. You're in college. You signed up for this on purpose. You've got nothing else to do. We're all stuck in the house. So read the forms that are on there and reach out if you don't understand what you read. But do not reach out until you've at least tried to absorb the very user-friendly information I put out there for your edification. I need you to let me know by tomorrow what your topic is going to be on the speech, and I reserve the right to refute or refuse your topic. That's not going to be good enough. Here are some suggestions. What's going to make an appropriate topic? Number one, I need it to be a college level topic. I do not need a speech about how cute Harry Styles is or about how much you love fingernail polish. I need a speech that is appropriate that you would be presenting in front of college educated people. I need a speech topic that can be found in an academic database. That's critical. Knowing what I'm actually teaching you is how to look up information in an academic database. That's going to be utilized the rest of the time you're in college, if you continue into graduate school, and it's certainly going to be utilized in your professional careers. Nobody is going to get away with using Google as a topic. If you try to take shortcuts, which I don't know why, because you got all the time in the world to do this assignment, but if you try to take shortcuts, it's going to show up in a very poor speech and it will be graded appropriately. This is not, please listen to me, this is not a speech where you clarify what your opinion is and think that because it's your opinion that it is the truth and therefore it is a valid topic for a speech. There are a number of topics that are not going to work for a speech. I do not want to entertain a speech about how the Dallas Cowboys are the best football team in America, because that's not an informative topic. There are a bunch of teams that could say they're the best team in America, and I need you to pick the best available topic and not one that is lax and comfortable. Please, 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 do not give me your opinion, and because you believe it is true does not mean that it's true. We're going Joe Friday, just a fact, straight out of an academic database. If you can find it in an academic database, then I can work with it. And if it is not to be found in an academic database, there are 10 million articles in our academic database. If you can't find what you want to talk about in the database, that means either you don't know how to use the database, or it means it's not in the top 10 million things that people look up. And if it didn't make the top 10 million list, then maybe you ought to think about something a little bit simpler. But I do not want an opinion offered as fact. I need a fact. This is critical. If you send me a topic that is an opinion, then I am going to reject it and say start over. Then you're going to have less time to do the actual speech, and that's going to be a sacrifice on your part and not on mine, because I told you as of this and in writing and the first day of class, we will not do opinion-oriented speeches. Furthering that, I'm activating the don't go there clause. Students may not give speeches on the topic of abortion, on religious beliefs, promoting violence, illegal or immoral acts or activities, and you will not speak on the legalization of drugs. Out of 10 million topics, those 5 are not available to you. Do not say, I'm going to write a speech about abortion, because you're not. By definition, it is not an informative topic. You will not give a speech on your religious beliefs, because religious beliefs vary from person to person, individual to individual, and the people that attend your place of worship don't all believe the same thing. Therefore, I'm going to ask you to stay completely out of that lane. Promoting violence, unnecessary, illegal or immoral acts or activities, choose better. Legalization of drugs, not interested, don't want to hear it. Students may not use religious texts or books to support their speech, nor may they use our electronic platform, Blackboard in this case, to promote or foster their religious beliefs. Speeches of a graphic nature are not acceptable. If a student violates this clause, then accept this F, and we'll see you next semester. In terms of using the academic databases, I will point out that many internet sites are not appropriate for scholarly citation. You have to engage in scholarly citation and scholarly research. It's why you came to college. Use the academic databases on the library webpage. Other scholarly databases, legitimate articles, books, newspapers, all those things are available to you. If you're doing a speech that is a medical topic or has some type of scientific base, CDC.gov, the Center for Disease Control website, is one of the best sites available. I would imagine that I'm going to get several people that want to do a speech about COVID. CDC.gov, CDC, Center for Disease Control.gov, best available piece of information. Please do not give me some hokey pseudoscience that your cousin saw on Facebook. It's not going to work out for you. If the citation is a site that reflects legitimate research in the subject you're investigating, by all means have at it. Otherwise, just stick to the academic databases that can be found on the El Centro Library webpage, completely accessible to you from wherever you're at. If there are questions, unique needs, special needs, if you find it to be challenging, let me know, and as best I can, I will help you, and to the extent that we can get through this together, we will. Thank you so much for your active participation in this class, and look for another video tomorrow. Peace.